advantage. Harvard, the visitors, they are in their road black uniforms, the white numbers, and Princeton in their home whites with the orange. Echeria, so is Armosi. Armosi, the signal. He'll give it a go towards Cage, and a save right on the chalk there by Cullen. It's not something that's been there all season. That's a rather new development. We'll see how that affects him here tonight. Samuels had to sit back on it. Here's a tight opportunity and a cross. They score! Harvard with an early shocker. It's Adam Polyakov, and it's 1-0 Crimson. Video review, though, is coming up. There is going to be a video review. Mike DeFelice, the referee, ordered it right away. Tremendous job by Alejandro Palacio with the patience. And on the button for Polyakov.
Yeah, and that was a ball that came right over the top to Palacios. And, yeah, again, we talked about in the opening. Polyakov is probably the hottest striker in the Ivy League. And as we see it here, doesn't look to Polyakov.
You just saw the graphic pop up there. The Tigers haven't trailed in Ivy League play in close to a calendar year, 360 days ago. Echeria at the chalk, forces it out, and it's a corner kick. Jack Jasinski, the serviceman, he's been great all season long, right inside of the 6 that skips through everybody. Vigilante will flag it down. He'll pop it right back into the box. Echeria went up and got that one, and he headed it wide. And with that, a goal kick for the Crimson. Top 5 all-time in career assists in Princeton University history is number 10 in white. Beckwith squeezes that through. Echeria to the end line. Bluffs it across. Rejected. A shot attempt came in.
Yeah, and Jeff, 6 goals in 6 matches for Polyakov. That makes him one of the hottest forwards in the, not only in the Ivy League, in the country.
They're allowed to play this one on headed downhill, or the Tigers, and a blast goes wide. Boy, you were surprised there wasn't a foul called on that, or Mosey barreling to the box.
Jim Barlow, they run this team.
Opportunity here. Here's a shot, and it didn't miss by much. Ethan Vegti squared one up outside the box. It was in the neighborhood of making it 2-0. It's not often you see a pair of seniors both deserving of playing time. Normally it's a little more straightforward, but that was the case for Harvard this year. Some pinball in the box, and Echeria didn't get a lot on that. Boy, McNeil, 4-seeded Harvard Crimson. The Crimson, they'll have to win to get in this tournament. Polyakov, open for a moment, able to step to the inside, diving save Samuels, and a header rebound went over the top. Harvard that close to making it 2-0. The header by Kelly wouldn't connect.
Palacios and Polyakov, just an incredible tandem here tonight. You know, in a game-saving save there by Samuels.
The ladder there for Vigilante, but the Tigers trying to retain the ball. Vigilante running into a little bit of traffic, works through a pair to the end line, got it across, bodies there, and a header went across the direction it was coming in, and wide of goal, out of bounds, goal kick for Harvard. Tigers knocking on the door.
Great work there by Sam Vigilante, and I'll tell you what, he epitomizes this unselfish, he puts in our high-intensity sprints.
A takeaway by Martin. Echeria trying to break wide and free, lets it go, and that'll go over the top. Tigers at least working on tilting the field here. Getting the crowd, and you do want to play fast, you do want to play aggressive, but you don't want it to come at the expense of bleeding something the other way. Or Mosey, another chance, trying to find it. Echeria available at the top of the 6. The handle on it on the white jersey side. Tigers stab and break it free again. They try and Vigilante, a shot save made. Rebounds loose at the end line.
You know, in your own half. That's where Princeton's most deadly. That's where they're lethal.
Or Mosey across. Martin on the money, but he wasn't the reach of Polyakov, and Vigilante on a recoup for Princeton. Vigilante has room in the middle of the field. Or Mosey can turn and face. He'll give it a run. Rocket shot and a big save. Rebound, and the Tigers can't slam dunk it. And it gets cleared. The Princeton side wanted a foul. They will not get it. And there is a lot.
They called for the VA.
Will win that one after Beckwith got taken down. Here come the Tigers again. Echeria. Martin trying to break free. Can he catch up to it? He can't stab it through. McNeil did enough coming out of his cage to thwart the progress and had some words for him after.
It was just a lot of their relationships or timing of balls being played through.
Onside for now. Vigilante across. Now. Here's Dash Papaz. He'll skip into one, and that got blocked right at the penalty kick spot. Vigilante out wide for Echeverria. Echeverria delaying. He'll work to the end line. Got a step. Hooked it inside. Still available for the Tigers. Quick shot, and it got deflected and wide. Officials, no call there. The Tigers, or Mosey specifically, calling for a handball. And they're going to check again. Another video review coming up. There's a trio of Crimson players waiting to come in here. Boy, that's going to have to get really slowed down here. It's a turn and burn type shot from Ormozy. I don't know if there's going to be an angle.
I think they're maybe looking at
maybe
Castle.
Here. Let's see here.
Maybe they're looking at number 4, Castle.
Yep. His arm's pretty tight to his body. He clearly has it against himself. I mean, you tell me, Coach. I mean, there's so much room for interpretation with handballs. This is a good angle.
That's ball to hand. That's not hand to ball.
Felice does a little penguin wobble there to show that, nope, he had his arms right against his body. It's not a handball. Changes are coming on the Harvard side. On the way. Inside, a lot of runners, and it wouldn't go. Can Martin save it? He does. Jackson Martin, a great play to keep it alive, trying to work his way to the inside. Another cross. A more perfect description of a player. That one into the box. Opportunity, and a block there by the Tigers. Still available right outside the crease, and they put it off the outside of the net. Boy, Harvard has been unbelievably efficient with their chances in the attacking third. And now
scoring the goal that beat Penn. They really have an unbelievable chemistry.
Big whip and a shot, didn't miss by much. Mercy, that came out of nowhere with an absolute rocket attached to it. Dylan Tirado, my goodness. Now, 20 yards out, fakes it. And it's on for Echeverria now. One-on-one opportunity. Echeverria, ever dangerous. Cuts his way to the inside. Not able to make the move. Gets ridden down to the turf. They won't call that one. Kept alive by Fravellini Whitchurch. On a rope for Jasinski, but he couldn't drive his way through. Papaz, the step up, and he directing a little bit of traffic. Good ball. Here's Jasinski headed to the end line. Got it on the turf through, and it's whipped right on two. Great ball to the inside. Or Mosey trying to get back on his left foot. Inside for Echeverria. Can't quite hook it through. It's going to land at the feet of
Church and Papaz.
The junior Nunez. Hard whip towards goal in the back post, and it landed on top of the net. Tigers, you want to keep creating that pressure. So this way you're just maybe a bounce away from something going your way.
I'm curious why Jack Jasinski didn't take the Princeton corner kick of the half.
Jasinski will do the honors for this one. The senior has it on its way. Into the box, right on the goal line, they jam it home! It is 1-1, the Tigers unforgiving to Harvard on the corner kicks, and they finally cashed one in. Giuliano Fravellini Whitchurch, he's fired up about it.
Yeah, and I think it was the crowd, and I think McNeil just had a difficult time dealing with the crowd on this corner kick, and he went out for it, but just didn't get it. And so many times on corner kicks, it's not a misplay by the goalkeeper. It's the fact that they have a hard time dealing with the traffic, which is...
They kept going after it. It took about 40 minutes, but they got the equalizer. Boy, are we in store for a fun second half with 1-1 the score at halftime. And Coach Church, a big, big moment to get the Tigers all fired up, ready to go and play with a big... And it's taken on now by Tim Longenbaum. Pitched up the middle of the field. Samuels coming out. He's got it on a hop. Some traffic, not a lot of mustard on it, but a good follow-up by Ormozy and a great fake to start forward. Here's Barty Ormozy attacking the middle of the field, trying to play it through. Awkward deflection, and it just missed the post off the Harvard body and wide. Another corner for Princeton, their 9th of the match, first of the half.
There's that Hormozi-Idiacheria combination, almost paying dividends again. Princeton with their 9th.
He's got a better chance to hook that ball inside the 6. Nunez on the cross, back heel through, they score again! It is Dash Papez, and the Tigers strike early in the second half. It's 2-1 Princeton.
Yeah, and with all this high-powered octane up front, where did the goals come? Where did the goals come from tonight? The two center backs, who have paired together so effectively in keeping the opposition to just 5 goals. Great ball sent in by Nunez.
The Tigers stick with it though. Nice work. Hormozi flicks it forward. Idiacheria is ahead of the pack. He's got a lane towards the goal. Daniel Idiacheria is knocked down in the box. There is no whistle, or we are going to get that third review, and this might be the money shot finally for Princeton. I'm sure we'll get a few looks at it. Here we go. This one 3-1 for Princeton. Idiacheria this year, he is 3 for 3 on penalty kicks. Gets the green light. 2 deep breaths. A third and ready to go. Princeton makes it 3-1 thanks to Daniel Idiacheria. 4 for 4 on the year. And make it goal number 9 for the season. 3 goals in an 11-minute span dating back to the end of the first half.
Yeah, it seemed like he's just kind of waiting a little bit, trying to get McNeil to move just slightly.
Never really gave him anything, and Idiacheria just picked it, right?
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was going to do. And he's a marksman on these penalty kicks.
And level the momentum. Sava, curling low liner all the way through to the back line and out of the goal line. But it will be Idiacheria is ahead of the pack for the moment. Idiacheria tried to get a cross away. Hormozi was a bit short. Kelly nearly intercepted it. Will stand over the ball. Jasinski, he'll take it. Service a bit high. Goal kick for the Crimson. Tigers have some changes ready to sideline. Kelly put it into the middle of the field. Still out there right now. Crimson breaking free. Tough angle. And it just goes wide. Little bit of a dangerous, the first few times tonight we've seen the Tigers maybe a little too carefree with the ball, and it nearly burned them.
After it.
Cristal picking his way through, let it go, and a block there by Papez. Reload, and a shot went wide. That was Paliakov, who didn't miss by much. Well, one thing I want, sticking with it, opportunity for Savras. Inside, Kelly lets it go, and a save made by Samuels. He was leaning the wrong way, had to dive back to his right, and just got enough. 16 minutes away from heading back with a chance to defend their Ivy League tournament crown from last season. There's a volley into the middle and a good play by Papez.
Limits his challenges.
Here's a volley, short of the 6. Still available. Cristal trying to get it away. Shot got blocked on a try by Poliakov. There's another one that got jammed away.
Season where they've just had to do a lot of defending inside their own box.
Corners are 4-1 Harvard in the second half. They have put the pressure on at times. That one, a whizzing shot, and what a stop by Samuels. Got some help from the frame as well on a hard Karaming deflection. Out to the midfield. Idiacheria was alone with the keeper if it got through. This is about 42 yards away. Jasinski. Curling header, not a lot on it, wide of cage anyway, and McNeil didn't want to take a chance.
We've seen a lot this year.
Here comes the corner. Back post. Samuels overran it for a moment. Got an overlapper, though, taken on by Vegti at the end line. Off again for Palacio. He'll give it a ride towards net. Deflected over the top of a head.
Back line.
Now he'll
Now
start to creep.
He hurt us.
You were ready. That ball hanging up in the air. Good header, but another one maybe happened there. I'm sure we'll hear about that later. He might be on it here again. Pepez couldn't tuck that one through. Good follow up by Beckwith. Free is Vigilante's shot, but it's right in there. Under 3 to go in the contest. Harvard trying to pull one back. Into the 6, off of a Princeton head. Langenbahn wanted to step into it. Palacio, extra pass out wide. Polyakov got a cross away in the box, off a Tiger head first. Up the alley, and that got spiked and shanked wide. Contact if he doesn't want. He'll get dragged down to the turf. Errant foul. That's it. The Tigers are headed back to defend their Ivy League tournament championship and to really put an exclamation point in totality on this 2025 Ivy League season. The Tigers are on to championship.